Once upon a time, in the ever-busy city of Lagos, where traffic never sleeps and dreams burn bright like city lights, there lived a woman named Adora, smart, beautiful, and one of the youngest senior managers in her firm. Everyone envied Adora, not just for her prestigious job, but for her handsome, gentle husband, Chuka, a civil engineer who ran his own small construction company. On the outside, their home looked perfect, but inside, something dark was waiting to grow. Adora and Chuka met at a corporate networking event. She loved his calm confidence. He loved her ambition. Within a year, they got married in a glamorous Lagos wedding that trended on social media for days. But after the honeymoon, life settled into a routine Adora wasn't prepared for. Early mornings, late nights, endless emails, boardroom battles. She was barely at home. At first, Chuka understood. He was proud of his wife's hustle, but by the second year, cracks began to show. Most nights, Adora stumbled in at 11 p.m., exhausted, still answering calls. The kitchen stayed cold, dirty dishes piled up, the house a complete mess. Chuka, once patient, started to complain gently. Ada, you are never home. There's never food. This house is always upside down. I can't even bring friends over. Adora snapped back. So because I'm working to build this family, I should turn into a house help too. Don't worry, I will find a solution. She meant it. She loves Chuka dearly. She just couldn't be everything at once. One Saturday morning, after yet another fight about the messy house, Adora's friend in Sokin recommended a domestic help agency. By Monday, a young girl named Ngozi arrived at their gate. Ngozi was about 22, with innocent eyes, soft manners, and always quick to kneel respectfully when greeting. Adora was relieved. Chuka at first was indifferent. He just wanted peace. And for a while, peace came back. The house sparkled. Hot meals greeted Chuka after work. Even Adora's clothes were ironed perfectly. Little did they know, behind Ngozi's shy smiles, her mind plotted deeper than soap and stew. Ngozi watched everything. She saw how rarely Madame came home. She saw how lowly Oga looked, eating alone most nights. At first, she tried harmless flirtings, lingering looks, accidental brushes of her hand when serving his meals. Chuka, loyal by nature, ignored it, brushing it off as childish. But when her gentle moves failed, Ngozi's envy turned dangerous. One evening, while Adora stayed late at the office, battling a board presentation, Ngozi snuck out to a back street in Iyanopaja. There she found an old dibia known for love charms. She lied that her boyfriend was losing interest and begged for something to bind his heart to hers alone. The dibia missed a potion and warned, if his eyes ever open, you will run mad. Are you ready for that? Ngozi nodded eagerly. Just give me. I am ready for anything. Days turned into weeks. Chuka, once distant, now found excuses to be near Ngozi. She spiced his soup with her portion. He began to crave her presence more than he noticed his wife drifting further away. Adora, busy with work chaos, felt something was off but blamed herself. Maybe if I came home early, maybe if I cooked tonight. She didn't know Ngozi was already feeding her husband more than food. At work, Adora's sharp mind dulled. She missed meetings. She misplaced files. When the company lost a multi-millionaire deal because of her error, HRO had no choice. They asked her to resign to protect the company's image. Jobless, embarrassed, and broken, Adora returned home one evening, hoping her husband's arms would comfort her. Instead, she found Ngozi draped in her own expensive nightwear, sitting close to Chuka on the couch, laughing like a new wife. Adora froze. Her world crumbled. She packed her suitcase with her heart heavy in defeat. But while carrying her bag towards the door, she heard Ngozi's giggle and whisper on the phone, "Mama, don't worry, I told you, I charmed him well. That woman is living by herself. Me, Ngozi, I am now the real madam here." Adora's knees gave way. Rage and betrayal replaced her tears. For the first time in months, Adora felt fire in her bones. "I will not let this little witch take my husband, not while I am alive." She called her best friend. Isoken didn't waste words. "You need more than tears, Ada. Go see Pastor Uzo. That man sees things others can't." At dawn, Adora stood before Pastor Uzo in a small prayer room behind a church in Surulere. He listened quietly, then closed his eyes. "Your husband is under a charm, but God will fight for you." He prayed for her and anointed her with oil. Back home, the Dibia's words came true. As Pastor Uzo prayed, scales fell from Chuka's eyes. He stumbled out of the bed, dazed, staring at Ngozi as if seeing her for the first time. Ngozi screamed, clutching her head, and ran out of the bedroom. The charm had backfired, and by evening she was found roaming in Yanupaja market, ranting nonsense. When Adora got home, Chuka fell on his knees, begging Adora, "Forgive me. I swear I don't know what came over me." Adora forgave him. They prayed together for days and learned a lesson they would never forget. Years have passed, but Adora still tells her story at women's conferences. A marriage is like a house. If you don't stay inside to guide it, outsiders will break in and claim it. Be careful who you trust in your home. So before you hire any help, be wise, be watchful, and never take your home for granted. If you learned something from Adora's story, click subscribe for more real African stories that reveals shocking truths and teaches a lesson. Tell us in the comments, what would you have done if you were Adora?